Alright, welcome to the losers bracket. So, we're going to do something a little special. We have a round robin type tournament going on. So, it's just going to be whoever wins the most battles. We're not going to be timing anything. And without further ado, let's get in there and see who ends up winning the losers bracket and making it to the semifinals. Alright, welcome to the losers bracket. We're going to be doing Queek today. So I got one. Let's just get into the roster immediately. So I have 2 units of Skaven Slave Spears, trying to keep these Poison Wind Mortars safe and secure from the mass cavalry that the Greenskins appear to be bringing, along with Storm Vermin Halberds moving up. Then I got a long line of Clan Rats with just sword and board, sword and shield. Ah man, as much as I like the other clans more, you can't get wrong with Clan Moors. Hey, I be dropping bars and sheesh. What? We have a Warlock Engineer. I keep getting that mixed up. Lightning, Warp Lightning, and Scorch again. I did bring a Doom Rocket. I didn't get it on Queek's last thingy, but hopefully I can get a good shot of it now. And of course, Queek Headtaker himself. I believe I took off something. Yeah, I took off the heads, the headman's horse, the trophy heads, because it was only it only applied to lords and heroes. And all the way in the flank, we do have a brood whore. Haven't shown this creature much. Came in the Molder DLC. Don't remember the name of it. But basically, what it has is regeneration. That's its main thing. And I'm going to be sending it, try and get after these Goblin Wolf Chariots, because of what I didn't know, actually. So these motherfuckers got 50 weapon strength. I did not know that. Or missile strength. So over here we have more Mangler Squigs, some Goblin Wolf Chariots, and some Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Then a long line of Night Goblins. Night Goblins to Sunset, regular Goblins there. Goblins. Night Goblin Archers. Yeah, just a lot of Goblins. Ooh, Orc Error Boys in here as well. Haven't used them much at all. Let's see here. Orc Boy Spear. Nope, those are the... Okay, they got a big old blob going on here. So we got Skarsnik, some more Goblins. And yeah, it looks like they only have the 3 Goblin units, or 3 Orc units. So, without further ado, let's get into the fight. So here is where I began to curse myself, because I didn't realize it's a 50 missile strength, so they can out damage my brood whore. And I just decided to fire and forget with that thing. I was like, oh, it's got regeneration, it'll be fine. Oh yeah, I did have 2 units of Poisoned Wind Globadiers going into the front and center. Because I was like, alright, I can't poison my front line every time. So you can see with no rats obstructing my globes, I did like a 1/3 damage to them. Now here's where I should be backing my my Globadiers back, because now I got rats in front of me that I got to worry about. Because yeah, see, these guys immediately got damaged. These Storm Vermin Halberds. My Warlock Engineer is he's holding the point down. This Warlord's fighting the Orc Boy Biggins. Unfortunately, my Poisoned Wind Globadiers will be paying the troll toll there, the golden price, the price of a mile. I don't know what I'm saying. And yeah, this is unfortunate, and it just gets routed off immediately. No, 3 kills, oh. Must have done a number on them. Nope. Where did you get 3 kills from? Oh well. Where is Queek? Queek's in the blob. He's fighting Skarsnik directly. Looks like Skarsnik's goblins have all routed, but the orcs are staying firm, fighting our storm vermin. But the goblins are just not handling the weight of the rat. So I was trying to do as much as I could against these chariots because this is when I realized, oh fuck, they just destroyed my brood whore. So yeah, these guys are probably should have had to be one or the other. Mangler Squigs did get into the back line, so that's unfortunate. Maybe I should have reprioritized my target there. We got a Scorch going down. Not a lot of damage, but, you know. It just stopped just short of those Orc Boy Spears. Yeah, that mixed with the avalanche mortars, that's what they're called, did manage to wrap up those orc boys. Orc war boss, however, is going to try and get after my warlock engineer. Fermented fungi going down, rampaging my storm vermin, sword and shield. When did I get these guys? I don't remember these. Anyways. Yeah, it's mostly devolved into a blob fight around here. The warlord's holding off these orc boar boy biggins. The chariot's still going crazy, raining hell. Trying to get as many rats between this orc war boss and my warlock engineer as I possibly can. Looks like these poison wind globadiers came back. These boar boys clearly not the good enough target. We have been struggling to take them out all game. Luckily, these Skaven slaves got between my warlock engineer and the war boss, but no such success so far. Looks like Skarsnik does win the day, but he's hurting bad against Queek. Queek really gave him what for. Probably should have brought those trophy heads. Yeah, you can say that. You can say the same for my warlock engineer here. I already used it, and I just didn't notice. But yeah, this warlord has been fighting these Borboy Biggins for a while, so he's really putting up a fight. Unfortunately, I don't think my warlock engineer's coming back, so it's all up to my poisoned wind mortars and my Skaven slave spears here to really get fighting. So I'm just parrying around with my Skaven slave spears, trying to get a decent enough defense without running in between this and messing up their fire and all that. But these orc boar boys are close, so they are a priority danger target. These poison wind globadiers finally did manage to get on their target, which I decided was Skarsnik at the time. Probably should have focused on the infantry, but I was jealous. I was like, how come he's to live at 600 health? So I was like, it's getting violent. The Mangler squigs are incoming, though. That's very unfortunate. Oh my goodness. And just like that, they're probably going to be routing. Yeah, they're down to 800 health. They got goblins on them. Mangler squigs. It's bad. Not sure what these guys are doing. They're congregating. And the chariots, depleted of all ammo, have decided to fight the Skaven slave spears. Let's see who manages to survive. Not these goblin archers, so they get hit with 9 avalanche mortars. But yeah, I just don't think we have anything to do with like these war boss characters, and Skarsnik himself, even as he is so heavily damaged. Oh, we have some storm vermin coming back out of nowhere. Got some routed units coming back. The warlock engineer, he's coming. But I think right as I said that, I believe we do get army lost right here. And that's the victory for the Crooked Moon. Very unfortunate. So while we update the bracket, let's look at see what everyone did. So 20 kills on Queek, which is pretty good considering he was pretty much just dueling Skarsnik the whole time. About 1,300 value, and I believe Skarsnik was about 1,600, so that's really good. 1,200 on this Warlock Engineer, I'm pretty proud of that. Expectedly, the Skaven Slave Spears got nothing, they weren't really supposed to get anything. I had 2 units of Storm Vermin in here. Neither of them even got above 500 value, so that's very unfortunate. So I could say the same for the Storm Vermin Halberds. These Globadiers got just piss poor value. I should really stop using them, but I just love them, you know? Avalanche Mortars, not quite paying for themselves either. Only got about 455 value. That's very sad, and then we don't want to talk about the Brood Horror. But there's Mangler Squigs at 265 kills with 1,000 gold value, going crazy. My goodness. Nothing else even seems to be doing good. That seems to be like the only thing that, outside of the Lords, that broke 1,000. I don't think either of us... Okay, well this one unit of Night Goblin Fanatics got 916 value. Yeah, barely any of these units on either side really paid for themselves. That's unfortunate. But without further ado, we will let us update the bracket, and we will see you in the next segment. Alright, welcome to the Tretch versus Queek part of the bracket. Let's see who can win this. So we actually have a rather large army, because I was like, you know what? Clan Moors and Clan Rictus got beef, right? So let's make it fun. Let's throw as many units as we can at each other. So if we look up here, we got about 6,000 rats on the battlefield right now. And I have my army spread into about 3 different, what the world? We got our army split into 3 different areas. So let's start off on the left flank. We got 2 units of Skaven slaves with 1 unit of poisoned wind globadiers. They look awesome. I like them. You can't tell me this doesn't look cool. And that is mirrored on the right flank. Now for the center, I actually have my center split into 3 areas. So on the left and right edges of the center, I got Stormvermin halberds with Clan Rat shield support. In the middle, I got 3 units of Clan Rat shields with 2 units of Clan Rat spears, or halberds. Then back here, we got a Plague Priest with Pestilent Breath, Vermintide, and Plague. You got Mutant Rat Ogre. Also came in the Clan Moors DLC. So let's see what he can do. Hopefully he can perform better than the Brood Horror. Then Queek Headsaker himself, of course. And then dissecting the center, creating its edges, is 2 units of Warp Fire Throwers. So those are going to be fun to watch. And let's see what the what Clan Rictus and Clan Grittus have to show. So we got Skaven Slave Spears on support on the very edges of both clans. Got some Rat Ogres with Doom Flayers behind them. Got 3 units of Clan Rat Shields backing those up. What appears to be a center made of 3 units of Storm Vermin. Some more Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves in the backfield. I guess to be a responsive unit. Yeah, what appears to be 4 units of Storm Vermin shields as a front line with Queek himself. Queek himself, along with the Warlord of Clan Grittus, gonna be bunker busting the front line with some more Rat Ogres behind them. Lot of punch on that center. We got Clan Rats, Skaven Slaves again with more Doom Flayers with Skaven Slave Spear support. And without further ado, let's get into the video, or the battle.
Kill! Kill! Sneaky schemes! More bad! must pop up fear.
Alright, and as you can see with that, Queek Headtaker did manage to beat Tretch Craventail. Seems they keep getting one over on each other. And without further ado, you can see 434 kills and 1800 value on this Plague Priest, really showing why the lore of Plague is the best lore ever for Skaven. Only 800 value on Queek. He must have been stuck in some clan rats or something. You can see not very much impressive anywhere, other places, but we do have on 3 of our 4 Stern Vermin, we got over 100 kills, only 300 value on this one, 1200 on these guys, and 900 on them, so only one of them really paid for themselves. Never mind, the guy with 13 kills got 1100 value, no clue how. Then our Warp Fire Throwers, one getting about 50 kills, the other one getting just about 100, neither of them paid for themselves, however. Same thing for our Globadiers. They were both compromised on the flank pretty quickly, but couldn't trust the Skaven slaves to save them. We got 170 kills on our Mutant Storm Vermin, on our Mutant Rat Ogre, though. That's pretty good. And if we look over here on the losing side of Clan Rictus, we got about, let's see here, about 500 value on the Eshin Sorcerer. And nothing else too impressive until we get to the monsters, the meat and potatoes. About 400 value between them. Let's see here. 1,000 gold value on these flayers. Oh my god! Now that's what I call a good unit. Jesus, I love the Doom Flayers. All right, and without further ado, let us update the bracket. And thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next video.